Welcome to Candid Comments. I'm so glad to have everyone here. This afternoon, we're going to be blessed with two guests. The first guest is Teresa Munson, and Teresa is the director of the First Reformed Church of Scotia's Kids Hope USA program. Welcome, Teresa. It's so nice to have you here with us.
It's wonderful to be here, Shirley.
So, Kids of Hope USA programs. What is that?
Kids Hope USA is a program that was begun in Michigan 20 years ago.
20 years?
Yes, it's been in place 20 years. New York is a little late to the program. It's in 2,000 elementary schools across the United States. It serves currently almost 20,000 elementary students. 6 years ago, the First Reformed Church of Scotia launched our Kids Hope USA program in the Scotia Glenville School District, and we have had an incredible time of working with children.
So, Kids Hope, what is it? I mean, are you an adjunct to the school district? Do you teach classes at the church? What happens?
Kids Hope is a program that pairs one church with one school. So we are dedicated to a particular elementary school, in this case, Sacandaga Elementary School. We serve no other elementary school, and there's no other church that works with Sacandaga in Kids Hope USA. What we do is, through our church, we recruit church members who go through a screening process. They go through a training program. They are interviewed, background checked, and they're prepared to work with a child kindergarten through 5th grade.
Okay. So are they like big brother, big sister, or are they What are they, mentors?
Kind of. A hallmark of this particular program is the mentor goes into the school during the school day, so that other children in the building can see that this child has a special friend who comes to school only for that child.
Okay, so when you're saying so other children can see that this child is a special friend, to me that sounds like this child really needs to have a special friend.
Absolutely, absolutely. These are children who have many different types of challenges. And for whom the caregiver is doing the best they can with the resources they have, and maybe they need some extra help. And so we're an organization, our church has the resources to provide that help. We care about education, we care about what the teachers are doing, and we want to find a way to be helpful. And this is a great conduit for that.
So it's a form of ministry for the parishioners, because you said all the volunteers come from your actual parish.
Correct.
And so that gives them an opportunity to find what turns them on for a ministry.
Absolutely. It is mission in the community. However, there is absolute separation of church and state.
Yeah, I understand
at
that.
All times.
It's like,
right.
Well, it's like I volunteer a lot of things, but I call it my ministry because I'm doing things in the community.
Absolutely.
And some people, that's the perfect thing for them.
Right.
So you were a school guidance counselor?
I was for many years.
So how does this compare with being a school guidance counselor?
This is incredibly meaningful for me because I too mentor every week, and I find this to be a way to make direct contact with many people, with many students. They count on this person showing up. We are there for 1 hour, 1 day a week, and we show up very faithfully.
So you were telling me that you were that this is very fulfilling for you, and that you actually mentor also.
I do. Yes.
So and you get to meet a lot of kids and get to be involved. Number one, how are the children chosen for this?
I work very closely with the social worker in the elementary school, as well as the principal. and they talk with the faculty, and now, as I've said, it's our 6th year, so they are very aware of which children may benefit from this type of relationship. Also, we have a very transient population, students moving in and out. So perhaps as a new family or a new student moves into the elementary school, now there's the awareness of what type of support can we provide. And Kids Hope is certainly an option now to help that child meet with success in the elementary school.
So walk me through a mentoring afternoon or morning or whatever.
There is loose structure to the hour, but there is structure. And so the mentors are trained in some educational activities. We always try and have some type of reading take place. The teachers may or may not provide work. Some do every single week that the mentor can help work with the child. I provide worksheets, crafts, games, and the mentors bring in things of their own, special interests that they learn the child has, and so they work together on that. So it's a real variety of things, but we make sure that some learning opportunities take place, creative play takes place, and then the icing on the cake, just play.
Well, that's important.
Yes.
That's how a lot of learning gets done, actually.
Absolutely.
So you had about how many, now, just take last year, about how many students did you serve or provide for?
We generally run between 20 and 25 students per year. So that's 25 members of our church who push into the school. We're there 5 days a week, different times throughout the day. And what's significant is we follow, when we can, we follow the student. So that mentor returns school year after school year. So we have students who have been matched to the same mentor for 5 years.
So as they change grades, the mentor stays
follows
with
them.
So there's quite a real bonding relationship that happens, right?
Absolutely, and the impact of that has been very profound in many, many instances. Yes.
So that means a whole lot of hours. I don't know, I'm thinking maybe, 50 hours, 100 hours. What kind of hours are we talking about?
In terms of us volunteering there? Well, last year I believe we mentored over 550 hours.
No way.
For the school year.
Oh my goodness. That's exciting.
It's very exciting.
That's exciting.
Yes.
So, actually you're looking at all kinds of things when you're working with this child, like their academics, their personal life, their things that they may tell you that they may not tell someone else. So it's kind of a very comprehensive kind of a program.
It is, and the mentors are trained in how to handle all of that as well. Confidentiality issues, who to go to based on what a child might share. I am very available for any questions, concerns, so they're never left to their own devices. They always have support from within the school and then from myself and the church.
This is a kind of a personal question, but how did you get into this?
Okay. Yep. There are a couple other programs in the area. There are only 4 churches in New York State, and it doesn't have to be a church, by the way. There are many different denominations that have chosen to take on a Kids Hope program nationally, all different faith backgrounds. But in New York, it's 4 churches. And we decided several years ago, we were aware of this program. There was some thought about, can we do this? Can we get enough volunteers? Can we partner with a local elementary school? And some steps were taken to help put those pieces in place. And I think our church felt strongly that there was a need and a willingness to serve our greater community. And this was the perfect thing to fit that.
And so then, did you apply for this, or the
myself personally?
Yep,
I did apply. Yes, and they went through an interview process just like they would with any other type of job opening.
Excellent.
Yes, Yep. And several of us interviewed for it, and certainly my background helped.
Well, yes. There's one social worker can talk to her guidance counselor, or
Absolutely.
social worker can talk to the other one.
Absolutely.
Without having to really clear any air or anything.
Right, right.
That's exciting.
Yes.
So how many do you have right about now, students?
Right now, we have 21 students being mentored every week. We also have 4 substitute mentors.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So
Oh my goodness.
if a mentor can't make it for some reason because of travel or illness, that student knows someone will show up
So
for
they're
him
never
or
going
her.
to be left waiting or
Right.
wishing or
Right.
you let me down.
Right. We've made a promise to that child, and we always make sure every single week we follow through on that promise to that child. And that's very, very powerful for that young person.
Yeah. And I would think that the key word in all of this is trust, that you've built up that level of trust. You can't really let that child down.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
And they have walls up, some of them, because they have been let down in
Sure.
the past. And so one of the most significant things we can do when we say, I will be here for you, I'm here for only you, that's one mentor to one child.
That's amazing.
And the children always say, do you only come here for me? And the mentor says, I only come here for you.
And that's so important.
They're incredible about showing up every week.
So I imagine, we're going to have to come to a close, but I imagine that you see a lot of improvement in those kids over the year, because this is for the whole school year, right?
It is, yes. The biggest improvements, surely, that we see, because the teachers do such incredible work academically, and so that's impossible for us to measure what impact did we have on academics. I hope we contributed something. But where we really see a difference is attendance, because they learn to feel even better about school and being there. Social skills, in terms of relating to their peers, talking with someone, making eye contact, answering questions, them expressing themselves. We see huge strides in those areas, as well as just emotional well-being, because that significant friend really lifts their morale.
And somebody cares about me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I really thank you so much for being here, Teresa. And, you know, if you want to come back sometime and you have some other things to share, I'd love to have you back.
Sure, sure.
They're really obviously you enjoy what you're doing.
Very
you
much.
Could see it. You're just bubbling with
Yeah.
it, and that's really wonderful.
Yeah.
And I do thank you
Yes.
so much.
Thank you so much,
You're
Julie. Thanks
welcome.
for having me on.
You're welcome. Well, welcome back. We're still on Candid Comments, and our second guest this afternoon is Orrin Tucker, and Orrin has brought 2 friends with him, Christian Priscilla and Ronnie Frazier, and you'll get to hear from them in just a little while. Orrin, welcome.
Thank
and
you.
I welcome your friends also.
Thank you very much.
Orrin is the coach for the Schenectady basketball program.
Actually,
and-
director.
Director. Well, thank you. Orrin is the director of the. You know, I'm not really too familiar with all of this, so
Yeah.
bear with me if
Yeah,
I
yeah.
give the
We'll
wrong
fill you in
titles
best,
and
yeah.
things. Okay. So, Orrin, tell us a little bit about the program and how you got involved in it.
The program was presented to me some time ago. I want to say in 1999. I was coaching with Nelson Griffin and Robert Hoffman at Schenectady High School as a JV assistant, and things went on from there. I connected with Judge Robert Hoffman, and he encouraged me to try to help out as much as he could, but I always told him, like, I'm not ready to wrestle with you. I can deal with high school kids, not the youth. There's too much going on. There's too many things going on. So eventually I was persuaded to do it. You know, I enjoy working with our youth and help lifting our community. So I was compelled to eventually step in the ranks to help out. And eventually, point in time, everybody started to see that it was time for someone to take over. And they asked me would I be interested in doing that. So I had no problem stepping up for most of them, because a lot of the kids that I've dealt with, like these 2 young men, or family members of people that I knew. So I felt more confident and Jehovah God gave me the strength to embark on the responsibilities that come with being a president and director and a coach of a basketball program.
Right. Now you have a real history of sport, being involved in sports.
Absolutely.
Though. You're a Pop Warner and a few other things like that.
Right.
So now, am I wrong? Is my understanding that this is more than just basketball that you do with
Absolutely. A lot of people put the word basketball in the middle or the end or the beginning of what they're saying because we attract kids. But our goal is, yes, to get the kids in, but our program doesn't have an issue of getting kids in the program. What we do have a issue with was kids with academics problems. A lot of our kids have behavior issues. Some of our kids have personal stuff going on with them, and some of them have a variety of situations they don't know. Mainly they need a mentor sometimes a tutor, a variety of things. So me and my staff try to provide that for them in a realm of a safe haven and a nice environment. So to present that to them so they have that opportunity. Basketball is key to us because a lot of our athletes have came through our program who are successful in life now. So in turn, we want to use them to pass on the torch to the younger people, the younger kids that we have in our program, the boys and girls that we have. So that's where we're at now.
So Christian, you play basketball?
Yes, I've been playing basketball for a while now, and I'm a center.
I would have guessed that. Go ahead.
And I've been playing with this team since I was in fifth grade.
And you're where now?
I'm in eighth.
Eighth, okay.
So it's been a good 3 years. It's the same team, actually. I'm playing for the same team, same teammates, and my coach Bo has been helping me out through a lot. Recently, 2 years ago, my brother Wayne Best, he has passed away. So being that put me in a hard time. So I went through the basketball program to help me out because it got my mind off of my brother, and it just helped me think about him and play better. So it was just something I used my brother to get better at basketball. I practice more because usually my brother said to practice more and you get better at it because he plays lacrosse for Schenectady High School and he's well known there. So he always said to me to always practice, get better, and be successful in life.
Excellent. Did you hear you say Coach Bolo?
Bolo, that's
what your name known as, Coach Bolo. Where's that come from?
I had that since I was a child, raised in Albany.
So everyone really knows
it sticks. I mean, it's hard to get a whole bunch of kids that know you from the community to say Coach Tucker or Oron Tucker. And so Bolo's always stuck and it never got away. It's supposed to go away, but when they associate generations now of youth,
it can't go. It's not going anywhere.
It's not going nowhere.
It's not going anywhere.
So I'm stuck with it.
So well, Coach Bolo, it's good to hear that. Now I know the secret.
Yeah.
So Ronnie, what do you play?
Basketball.
Oh yes. What position?
Point guard.
Point guard. You keep busy then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's not an easy position either. How do you like the program?
I love it a lot. It keeps kids off the streets.
Right. And how long have you been involved?
6 years.
6 years? Wow. All right. So you really have good retention with the kids.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the first and foremost thing, my first goal was to recruit minority brothers from the community to help me to lead this program and get it back up to where it was. Ran underneath the other individuals that I mentioned a little earlier. So Ronnie was with us at a younger age, and he actually started out when Christian. So Ronnie was a little bit younger than everybody else, but he loved the game so much, and it gives us the time to bond with him. Right. You know, this program is, as you just mentioned, it's much more than what people say it's a basketball, Schenectady Basketball Club, or academics and athletics. What we're here to do is take minority men and women who are willing to volunteer their time and services to their community and have an opportunity, a venue, or an opportunity to coach, the opportunity to volunteer at a concession stand or things of this nature, to where they can touch a child's life.
Right.
You know, to help right the wrongs of society that we've created and mistakes we've made. So Ronnie has embarked on every ounce of every energy of why our program is kind of expanded beyond basketball, because we go to the schools and check up on the kids, the
Right.
coaches. We talk to the moms and dads, you know, occasionally enough about the youth and what's going on with their child and so
Well,
on.
your program is it's sort of like the one we just sat on earlier,
Yeah.
where you really form a bond with the kids, and
Right,
they
right.
know you're there for them,
Right.
and they can come to you when they need to talk and that
Right,
kind of
right,
thing.
right.
That's really important.
Yeah.
Now, in Schenectady, it's really tough right now. There aren't that many places for, especially for minority kids, to be involved or to go to,
Right, right.
and have that sense of collegiality that.
Right. Right.
So, they travel to other places to play?
Yeah, we participate in the CDYBL Basketball League, which runs
Oh,
from late October, all the way till we just got done March 5th. And then what we do, instead of ending the basketball program, we continue on and keep an AAU portion of the program, which gives us a whole school year
okay.
to be a part of the kid, be part of the youth, our participants' development. You know, with the other things that I've talked about, the mental health, the academics, the male role modeling, and the nutrition. We also talked to them about food and things of this nature, how to eat properly.
So it's
take care of the bodies.
a holistic program that
right,
you have.
right.
I just want to, because you do travel, and I know that you have
Yeah.
other needs. Who funds this program for you?
None. We just basically was relying on the parents to help out. But
It's out of
obviously,
pocket?
yeah, it's which is real tough. I mean,
But-
a lot of these parents are single parent moms living home with with their children,
Sure.
and so it's real tough for them to come up with the funding, which we don't ask for a lot. We try not to ask for too much from them, but we need the funding. We can use it to stabilize this program and keep it afloat and keep it going.
So if someone wanted to contribute to your program, how would they go about? Are you a not-for-profit?
No, we're not. Actually, SICM Inner City Ministry is a facilitating grant facilitator agency that supports us now.
So they could send funds to SICM, and in the memo line put Schenectady basketball
Right.
program.
Absolutely.
Because it sounds to me like that would be something you'd be kind
Yeah,
of excited
yeah.
about getting.
Yeah, I like that. Help
some funding.
The main thing was being a director. You got to balance every day. I don't know how Bill Parcells and some of these other GMs
It's not
was able
easy.
to manage and coach. It's not
Right.
an easy
It's
job
not
at all.
easy. And you work besides. This is
Yeah, I work, and I got 3 children of my own.
Okay.
And I try to spend as much time. I spread myself thin a lot, but I do try to do enough delicate time to.
Well,
all
I
of them.
wish you the best of luck with
Thank
the
you very
program.
much.
And obviously, you're doing a great job. These are 2 of the representatives
Yeah,
that you
yeah,
brought,
absolutely.
and they seem very happy with the
Yeah.
program. I want to thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
I want to thank you also for coming, Ronnie and Christian. I want to thank both of you, and I wish you the best as you move along in your journey of life, because obviously you're going to turn out to be pretty good. Thank you so
Thank you,
so
Marshall.
much.
Thank you.